So to illustrate this trend that we're seeing in society with the absolute destruction of cinema, perhaps, I want to show you a new show called Little Demon about a demon-possessed young girl that Disney just produced. So here's that.
Can't wait to get into my happy place hanging with my girlies.
Hi, Kate. You bored me to death! Oh, God!
That was so cool.
What has gotten into you?
I have more of a life outside of this house than you think.
Coming from the girl who took Erwin to the fall dance.
I'm right here.
Before you know it, you lose sight of what's really important.
Her real friend.
Universal supremacy.
FX's Little Demon. All new Thursday at 10 on FXX. Stream on Hulu.
So let me be really, really clear at the front of this. I don't despise this show because of its representation of the demonic. This Hollywoodized version of Satan has no real correlation to the Satan of Scripture. The Satan of Scripture wasn't drawing pentagrams and asking for goat sacrifices. I mean, these are just contrivances made by people. Real Satanism is much more deceptive. After all, Satan was originally a tempter and a seducer. It looks way more like convincing a child that love is love and that the only way to solve past racism is with present racism. That's more kind of what Satanism looks like. Those ideas are truly demonic. Satan's job has always been to pervert the truth, not to smack you over the head with evil. Real evil, by the way, looks more like pornography than it ever does this satirical cartoon. So my objection is not at the silly representation of witchcraft in cartoon form as much as it is utterly stupid. My critique is something different. It's that when a world of classic literature and historical events yells at us from the past to make compelling films in the present, I can't help but lament the utter insipid nature of our modern films. I can't help but realize how much money it costs to produce a series like this Demon Girl series that won't go past one season. And I can't help but wish that the money had been poured into a TV series about books that are now collecting dust, classics like Dante's Inferno, or even producing, finally, a halfway decent version of Pilgrim's Progress. But gone are the days of Lawrence of Arabia and Patton, and even movies like Braveheart. Big, sweeping historical biopics that flooded the heart and the mind and showed you what the human spirit is truly capable of. Now, Gen Z is in the driver's seat and producing Little Demon, and we're all dumber for watching it.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
So if the future of film in the hands of Gen Z looks anything like Little Demon, or like The Rings of Power even, then I worry about what life looks like when we imitate such garbage if art really is the thing that we imitate, rather than art imitating us. Now, perhaps there's some optimism, a silver lining at the end of the day, because there is a movie coming out by Christopher Nolan that I extremely look forward to, and I'm almost surprised to see it. And it's called Oppenheimer. And I'll show just a little bit of the trailer here. Now, for those of you who don't know, Oppenheimer is the man that's behind the Manhattan Project and the creation of the atomic bomb. So already you can tell a compelling story from history. Now, the compelling storyline probably looks like this. The atomic bomb, incredibly deadly and destructive, but also undeniably a deterrent of future wars. So How good and how bad is this thing really? And so that's the kind of conflict that drives a good story. And if that's what the future of storytelling in America looks like, great. So you just got done watching a small excerpt of a much larger episode. You can find the link to that full episode down below in the description of this video. So you definitely need to check that out, because if you like that clip, you'll like the much larger episode. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click that little bell to be notified when great new episodes of Indie Thinker come your way. Thanks for watching.